Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is RaveCal, and this is video 1000. Technically, there are 3 videos that are kind of on the channel and kind of not, so it's kind of wibbly-wobbly, but hey, the number of videos is kind of arbitrary based on how I record them anyway. You know, there's everything from 5-minute videos to 2-hour videos, so saying 1,000 is kind of arbitrary. I don't care. I'm having fun putting this together, and I'm excited that we're at 1,000. So, I wanted to do something special, and I was trying to think of what special meant in this case. For previous milestones, I've done things like played through the original Mario Brothers and talked. I wanted to do something a little more challenging, because a lot of my favorite things I've done on this channel have been the more challenging sections of runs. So, I was kind of tossing around ideas, and this is the one that really stood out to me as the one that I could actually accomplish without it just being repetitive death. So, I'm not actually beating Mario Adventure, just for the record. Mario Adventure is a ROM hack. I did a short review of it earlier, talking about some of the mechanics and stuff in it. And there's 7 worlds. They're all accessible right off the bat. So for this video, what I'm going to do is go to World 7, Desert Dares. Now, Desert Dares is kind of a series of vignette-style little mini games almost. It's lots of tight jumps, lots of little like balance sections, lots of little boss challenges, and it kind of accomplishes a lot of the things that I enjoy about a lot of the super challenging sections of some of these games. We're going to still die a lot, promise. So yeah, it's a lot of these sections without the time aspect, because we don't have to work our way back to the tight little jump in the middle of a level. It's just that is the level. Now, we don't have to beat every level, and I would not deem to try, because this, you can see when we're on the map, this actually goes off the screen. If you didn't see the first video about this, so infinite lives, coins carry over and can be used to buy things in toad houses. Super Mario World item retention. Random weather. Oh, this one. Okay. Crap. So the biggest trick with this particular stage is that if you beat, when you beat one of these, if you get the orb, you're probably still dead. Now, let's see if we can survive. Close. The first time I tried this one, there we go. First time I beat this, I actually got really lucky and just happened to still have my feather. So yeah, I did do a little pre-planning on the route on this. Oh, hey, it's snowing. So yeah, I was kind of half mentioning random weather. This is what I'm talking about with random weather. It's a really cool ROM hack that utilizes a lot of aspects of the game, like these waterfall sections that are, you know, one of the really neat parts of Mario that makes Mario 3 unique in general. I did mention very briefly, I did do a pre-run of this just to see how attainable it was. Because I remember this being really challenging. I don't think I've actually beaten it before. I technically still haven't because I didn't finish my test run. But I at least got a route planned where I think I'm pretty comfortable getting through this. Through the map. But yeah, you can see this goes off the edge here. We're going to end up doing 15 stages. There we go. That one is really tricky to actually kill the boss on. I'm glad it worked out. Crap. I'm curious. I think this one's doable. Yeah, this one's super doable. There's a lot of these spinny platforms in this game. There. Slight variation on the route I was going to do, but I really hate those waterfall fights. So yeah, just lots of short little platforming sections that are really challenging. I like this, or my other ideas were to do a Kaizo ROM hack of Mario World. My problem with Mario World is always that I'm much more used to the version of it in the Mario World for Super Nintendo is very different than the Mario World for oh, that's right, I figured out a trick for this one. Yeah, the Mario World for Super Nintendo is very different than Mario World in Mario Maker. This is a survival battle, by the way. We just have to dodge all the bombs. I accidentally found out that you could do this because I noticed him hovering above, and he only throws bombs to the left and right. I think you have to get to about halftime. Yep. So yeah, Mario Maker, Super Mario World is super different as far as some of the mechanics go, and as far as the button layout goes, so I have to readjust my controller every time I do it. And it was just really challenging. This is another survival one. Crap. Everybody's favorite part of this. Now, technically, if you were playing this through normally, you do get your built-up item pool, like in Super Mario World. Or not Super Mario World, Super Mario 3. So you could have gotten a bunch of items from toad houses and random rewards throughout the other 6 levels if you were doing them in order. And this level and some of the other survival ones like this are way easier. Like that bomb one, if you had a star and a mushroom, is a joke. That one with a tail would be really easy. Ooh, graphic glitches. Oh. Got distracted by the shiny things. So yeah, this is another survival one. It's just survive the bullets that are coming at you from all directions. It's technically possible. Like, this isn't like some of those randomizers where it's like programmed to always be consistently survivable and stuff. There's a lot of situations like that where the gaps are really, really hard to work around. And that's okay. Because again, you have infinite lives and there's nothing really super holding you back. Ooh, ice. So yeah, if it's snowing, you get ice physics. The last time we had ice, it was a water section, so didn't mention it. But yeah, if you see snow like that, that's the effect of that. We get ice physics. The other one that can have an effect on the game is both snow and rain. Will reveal invisible blocks. Figures. I think I could have actually just stayed on the ground for that one. There are way worse things that we could end up with snow on than this level, so I'm okay with it getting out of its system. And once we get this one, we can do the Toad House, which will give us some free options for items. Oops. I did go into this with a bit of money. Like I mentioned briefly, it does carry over between runs. So I basically just kind of pre-built up a few hundred gold, a few hundred coins, for the purpose of buying items at Toad's house. Specifically, I'm intending to save those for the boss. I didn't use any items getting through it the first time. I need to just probably focus here. But yeah, the boss was really rough, and I don't want to try and hike halfway across the map every time I want to use it. Technically, we could go back to one of the previous levels that has like a feather or something, or a mushroom, and do that again. Actually, let's do this. Ooh, that's gonna be interesting. That hitbox, though. Just slid right off. Perfect. Oh, I thought this one had a... What am I thinking of? One of these had a mushroom at the end. Maybe that was stage... Was that stage 2? It's one of the platformy ones. Yeah, it was this one. This one's really fun with ice. So yeah, each one of these is a different option. I kind of planned my route based on after trying some of the surrounding options, just to see what the other options would be. That was close. There we go. I'll try the cannonball run now with a mushroom in hand. That sounded like the card game. Must it be further on? Yeah, I'm not running all the way back and forth every time. For that reason, if nothing else. I didn't... Oh, crap. Apparently we need to rebeat this one. Crap. Overthought there for a second. Okay. Oh, man. That little lag spike but screwed me up. That was my bad. Sometimes it just shoots a cannonball in your face. What? That was a stupid hitbox. Okay. This one's really important because it gives access to the Toad House, so we do actually have to do this one. I did not have this much problem with it last time. I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm assuming we only need to do 25 seconds on this, not 50 like some of them. Since cannons are RNG, this is totally different every single time, and yeah. This one definitely has the most cannons. Some of these are that are coming up are going to be cannon shots, or dodging cannon shots, but like on platforms and stuff. But there's also a lot less cannon shots going on in those. So yeah, like I was saying, I was thinking about doing a Mario World ROM hack. Specifically, I was going to do the first level, or try and do the first level of Invictus, which is a fairly well-known, very well-made ROM hack by Just Cook. I'm still considering trying it at some point here. That's going to be a lot of work, even just to beat one level. Like, I could see myself spending an entire hour on that one level, not like this, like, genuinely. If you are curious, feel free to look up Invictus and take a look at it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's one of those where the people who are really good at it make it look easy, but if you watch some of the blind runs of it, you'll get a better idea of what it takes to figure it all out. And even if I wasn't doing a blind run, it's a really challenging Oh, I just about jumped into that. Oh, good. Okay, so we're gonna get 3 boxes here. I actually don't know what that one does. The important part is it gives us extra hits. That's really all I care about. Like I said, we're gonna probably be focusing on this for beating the boss. Can we use that on the boss? I guess we'll find out. If we can use that against the boss. I may still do 1 try first, but we could technically do all 3 of those at the same time even. Okay, and yes, the boot is an item in this. Okay, this one is a time trial in a different way. Instead of surviving, we have to collect coins within the time frame. So we have 10 seconds to get all the coins, or we lose. I'm trying to remember what this one is. Okay. Yeah, missed it. Okay. I wanted to check that if I was remembering right. I wanted to do it so I could get those coins to refill to get up to the level to get another box check here. Whoa. So I was talking about dodging stuff on platforms. This is what I was talking about. All the lag, though. Oof. I was thinking I could get over him there. Okay. There we go. Okay. So yeah, the other thing I was considering, which I may still also do, is a run of, since my last couple milestones were all Super Mario World 1 runs. There's the end. I may do Super Mario World 1, Super Mario World 1 on Lost Levels. Or not Lost Levels, Mario All-Stars. Lost Levels is also on my to-do list maybe at some point, but it's not a game I'm familiar with, so I want to find a good opportunity to fit that in. So yeah, those are the main games that I was considering for this, besides this. Oh, I don't know if I want to do this in snow. I'll do as much as I can. Yeah, I'm totally not going to be able to make this. I'm guessing it's a 50-second time limit. No, 60 seconds. Wow. This is a really big tower of coins. I will not annoy you by getting all of them for the rest of it. So yeah, Mario's been my kind of go-to for these kind of situations. I also was looking at things like going back to Cave Story, going back, or for the hidden ending, going back to, oh, what was it? I tried going back to DuckTales to beat the last boss on that, since that was something that I had missed the first time. but my game is unfortunately still crashing even after the driver updates I've done. Which means I'll probably still also have a problem with XCOM, which stopped working around the same time. Hopefully Phoenix Point will work. My XCOM replacement. There we go. Okay. That might be bad. Yep. Hopefully we don't have to wait too long on the timer there. Okay. There we go. So yeah, actually that went really fast, so I'm gonna go ahead and just pop in here just to show you a couple of the other ones. So this one, if you miss any, it just resets you instantly. This is a simple timed one. Like, there's a lot of these that are doable that I've tried and was able to do. Yeah. But there's a lot of them that were annoying, so this was the route that I felt like was best. Okay. Next we've got the castle. This is a really challenging little section. And it involves a lot of backtracking. So I'm gonna try my best to space it out in a way that works. I may have a lot of attempts on this. This is actually on my pre-run that I did. On my earlier attempts. I shouldn't have gone and done that, because now it's gonna move me over every single time I try. Okay. So you have to move over immediately. That's unfortunate. There is enough lip there that you can land on that edge. I won't be like going out of my way to do that much, but crap. My basic goal here is going to be, or to start off with, if I can get to the end of this section, that's great. If I can't get to the end of the section, my goal is just going to be to get a second power-up so that I can get one in my inventory. And that'll let me start with a flower every time, get some extra hits. And that'll actually be really good because it lets me make some of these jumps a lot easier because I can damage boost through them instead. Like that. Didn't quite hit jump soon enough. Crap. That was a really bad jump. I caught the edge of the spike. So yeah, all that's left is the fortress and the boss. The fortress, like I said, is really long. I ended up using my entire time, and I think that's intentional. So when the thwomp hits you, there's a brief point there where you actually lose momentum. Thanks, mushroom. Okay. You don't actually have to jump on that one. There's a ghost in the middle over there, so we want to actually lure it over here first. Okay, and hopefully you like this hallway, because we're going to be spending a lot of time backtracking through it one way or the other. Okay. So we have to do this to create a platform. And I think we're going to leave one free there so that we can drop back down here if we want. Okay, and most importantly, we've got our second power-up now. I did not quite get P-speed there. Yeah, that thing... So those are apparently sprite swaps for the Bowser statues. So just to be aware, these ghosts can still hit you when they're invisible. They're just invisible. Actually... Can you go over here and do the or get to the platform, I think? Let's try this. This may save some time from backtracking one extra time. Yes, you can. Okay. And again, we want to hit all of them but one. Crap. I lost the tail, but you know what? At this point, we're saving a bunch of time compared to my previous run, because I had to run through this one whole extra time, or that top section in extra time. And I messed that up. So, one of the big tricks to this, because of the way the progressive power-ups work, is if you have a mushroom stored as your item, as you can see in the bottom left corner, if you switch before you hit a box... Crap. That's really not good. There we go. Then you'll collect a progressive power-up, like Fire Flower, which the Fire Flowers in this shoot straight and give you an extra high jump, which is kind of neat. A little different. Whoa. Crap. So, the high jump in this case is actually somewhat of a liability also, because you can hit your head more easily on the ceiling. There we go. Perfect. Double Fire Flower. And in my previous run, I had to go all the way back across the top. Because I left that gap there... Oh, crap. Crap, I forgot to switch to the fire flower first. That's okay. Oh, we've got both, good. Good enough. So we ended up with only 50, 60 seconds left. I ended up with about 25 seconds left last time. Okay, we're gonna try the boss here with, I'm gonna try it with just the mushrooms first. Then we're gonna try the star. If that doesn't work, we're gonna go for a mix and match of the power-ups we've got left. So this is Ludwig, which if you're familiar with Mario 3, Ludwig is one of the ones that shakes the ground. In this case, they added more ground for Ludwig to fall off of and shake. It's really easy to get stun locked. This is how far I got last time. Because of that. Okay, so we're gonna try the star. Oh, Andy takes more than 3 hits. Right there, that. That's the stun like I was talking about. So I'm thinking, let's do leaf and boot. I don't even know what just happened. Did he just do enough damage to hit me twice or something? Okay, this is one of the weird power-ups that they added for this. I don't actually know what it does. It adds a hit. That's what matters. Oh my god. Okay. So that was Desert Dares, World 7 from the Mario Adventure ROM hack. This is a really cool ROM hack, but there are some really hard parts, and to actually beat the game has this really esoteric series of hidden items that you have to find. All you get for beating each level is the hint as to where the keys are. And you have to get all 7 keys from all 7 levels in order to actually finish it. I don't want star music on for the rest of this. So, hopefully you've enjoyed. This, like I said, this is my 1000th video, including my my speedrun attempts of Refunked. I've talked a couple times about why this is important to me. Even if nobody's watching, this is something that I've stuck to. It lets me kind of have this archive of my, I guess, kind of accomplishment. Video games are very temporary, normally. There's a lot of these games that I've beaten before, and it's neat to me that now I can point at a game and say, I don't need to play that right now. I've already recorded it. If that makes sense. And with a lot of these things, I'm not great at sticking to them. When I have cool ideas, sometimes I end up kind of losing interest or losing track of them early on. or after I start going for a while, I try to expand them and burn myself out. My blog being one of the best examples. I did a game review blog for a while, and I started with one a week, or it was either one a week or one every 2 weeks, just a couple of months. And by the time I finished, I was doing 5 every 2 weeks, so 3 one week, 2 the other week. And rather than just building a backlog, I started just publishing them more often, and I ended up burning myself out really bad. I've been able to keep these videos casual enough that it hasn't become a burnout situation. It hasn't ever been a problem. And as long as someone is watching, that's enough. Like, I know a lot of these videos either barely get watched or don't get watched right away. I know that with a lot of these videos, you know, even in the end, only a few people end up watching them, 3-4 people at most. And that's fine. I'm not doing this so that I get, 100 people watching every video and, 1 million followers or whatever. I'm doing this because it's a thing that I enjoy doing. It's a thing that several of my friends enjoy. It's a thing that makes people happy, myself included. So that's why I do it. Hopefully you enjoyed this. As I said, if you did, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. We've come a long way. And I'm going to continue doing this. I've got a ton on my plate already, a ton of ideas, and a ton more to come. Let me know what you want to see. Even if at worst, you let me know, and I can at least have it on my list to consider. I think my current list for to do is sitting at like 160 or something like that. So yeah, we're not running out of ideas anytime soon. A lot of those are not actually feasible right now, and there's several of them that are on hold indefinitely until I get a new computer. But overall, there's still a ton out there. After you're watching this, there will be the first video for Metroid, the original NES Metroid, coming out. There will be some more Fallout. I will be recording probably some more Fallout and maybe a Final Fantasy IV randomizer run tonight. I may be getting a Link to the Past randomizer video put together. We've still got a bunch of other games in progress. There's a bunch of old games that are abandoned or in progress that I'm still planning on coming back to. Again, some of those might be waiting for a new computer if they were on hold due to crashes, but we'll see. There's a lot out there, and I'm looking forward to continuing to play all these games, to have fun, and possibly challenge myself in the process and end up getting a little frustrated on occasion. And I hope you'll continue to come along for that ride. So, as always, have a good one.